So in my opinion, if you're gonna make an album, like an actual album versus just a beat tape is you just make a bunch of beats and you just drop them. But in my opinion, an album, there's an actual theme to it. You know, there's a style. There's something you do specific that makes it an album. That's really just my process, honestly.
I am Barack Obama. I am Barack Obama.
What does your album making process look like? Do you just sit down and make a bunch of beats and pick the best ones? Or do you make them as they come to you or something different? My process of coming up with albums, me personally, I like to do every album a little different. If we pull up my Spotify, by the way, I'm making a new playlist for these kind of beats. Shout out to Decap. Decap is probably the main inspiration for this. I found this song and I'm like, damn, that's exactly what I've been doing. Anyway, so if you go to my album, so if you ever notice, I get haters every now and then and they're like, oh, all he does is lo-fi. Oh, he makes the same stuff all the time. I don't think that's true. I always try to do a completely different sound from the beginning of time, bro, except for the Lo-Fi Guy series. That's all the same stuff. But like my Birds of Paradise album, for example, at this time in my life, I was using the MPC. So all the chops were just like, I don't know, they're very MPC kind of vibes. I didn't know how to use the MPC fully. I'm not even pitching the samples and stuff because I didn't know how to get the BPM. So that's that vibe, right? Snow-Fi is obviously a Christmas album. The Lo-Fi Guy series, let's not even talk about that. Lo-Fi Symphony, this whole album is me making classical songs, turning them into lo-fi. And then Snow-Fi Volume 2. For all the cats, I don't really count. There's like an EP. Lo-Fi Champloo, I was listening to J Dilla and Nujabes and Flying Lotus. And that's where these vibes come from. I'll use this as an example. l.dre. This is the first beat I made in the Lo-Fi Champloo series. %100% inspired by J Dilla. So when I made that, I posted it. I really liked the vibe. I made another one. And then I'm like, you know what? I should make a whole album in this style. And that's pretty much how I go, bro. I'll make one beat with a specific sound. And then I'm like, is there something there? So then if you go further, I mean, I think that was my last album, honestly. Beats by Dre, not that one. This is just a bunch of beats I made from, what is that? Beattober, bro? So literally all these beats are all over the place. We got fucking drum and bass. We got these little house beats. We even got this rap beat.
You may begin.
Which I made on the Able to Move. So similarly, what I'm doing right now, the first track I made in this one was How. So I made that, and then I made So Close, and I dropped it. So that's pretty much my process of making an album. So I made How, then I made So Close, and I'm like, okay, I've made 2 of these. I like it. And then the videos were actually kind of popping off online a little. And I'm like, okay, my fans like this too. I'm going to make a whole project in that kind of aesthetic. Yo, appreciate you. Yeah, shout out to all the love on How, bro. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, I mean, the Lo-Fi Guy series, obviously, bro, great time of my life with the NFT project, working with Cody. Shout out to Cody. Shout out to his little dude back there. You can see it. But yeah, that's my process of making an album. If you're going to make an album, just make sure you have some kind of theme going. But you can always drop beat tapes, which are also albums. But you can always just make a bunch of beats and drop it as a project.
I am Barack Obama. I am Barack Obama.